Well, hello, Breakfast Club. It's Wednesday again, so it's my turn to give a closing thought on the subject I started a week ago, people's favourite sci-fi franchises. What were they? Peach went for Frankenstein, definitely sci-fi, and a classic choice as well. It did make me think of Penny Dreadful. Obviously, that's a sort of gothic Victorian classic horror setting, but it's got the character of Frankenstein in it. Does that count as sci-fi now? ZZZ Giant Awake went for Firefly. Firefly and Serenity was extremely popular, and I actually didn't realise that they'd done comics of the rest of the story, so I'm gonna have to look those up. Sketchy White Dude went for Cowboy Bebop, which I have to say I've never heard of, so I'm gonna have to find that. BionicDance Star Wars, and I was interested. I know a few people who really don't like the new films. My friend Joe really hated them. And I don't know, kind of surprised, maybe. I know that Kate didn't like them. I've never been a sort of huge fan of Star Wars. I like it, so I enjoyed the films. But myself and Got That Funk went for Babylon 5. Well, you know what I think about it. And Paul, I loved your video on it. I think you summed up so well what's good about the series. And JJ, the one for the Twilight Zone. I'm just going back to this point that a few people made about narrative arcs and stories. That's something that we like, and it may be something that sort of started with Babylon 5, and that's quite remarkable. That's the sort of equivalent of a transition from the picaresque novel, well, from picaresque to novel. That's a huge transition for television. Oh, something else I meant to mention, Kate. You're not the only person who liked Waterworld. I actually quite like the film as well. Um, I think it was actually a fun film. The other thing that amazed me was the number of different things we brought up. In Stargate, Star Trek, Star Wars, Blake 7, Doctor Who, Battlestar Galactica, Red Dwarf, Babylon 5, Blade Runner, Farscape, Last Starfighter, Star Chaser, Space Above and Beyond, Terminator, Aliens, Walking Dead, Firefly, Abyss, Robocop, Predator, Tron, Buckaroo Banzai, Waterworld, Solar Babies, Max Headroom, The Forever War, which is a book, Cowboy Bebop, Sliders, Frankenstein. Actually made me think of a couple of others that I hadn't thought about for a while, which I used to like. Space Precinct, and the hilarious Buck Rogers, which I actually used to really like watching. There's a huge amount of sci-fi out there, and this is going to be me going off on a tangent, so fair warning. I was thinking, thinking that there's a lot of really great shows there, some in the sci-fi genre, but generally. And recently, I've seen some absolutely fantastic television programs. So, two of my favourites recently, Penny Dreadful. I'm going to be a little bit hipster here, and I was like, oh, I liked it right from the beginning. This is an amazing series that I've really got into, and I'm really looking forward to the third season. The other one, which I watched recently on Amazon thingy, is The Man in the High Castle. Now, I've not read the book it's based on, but I watched that, and the first episode thing, I'll see what this is like because it was free for me to watch. I ended up watching the entire first series in a weekend. It was just the most gripping show. I thought it was fantastic. And I've just thought of another sci-fi show, The Hundred. Another actually sci-fi show that I really like. I'm watching the second season at the moment. But despite that, there's also an awful lot of dross. There's very little on. There's very little that is broadcast on the television that I tune in for. Increasingly, the stuff I want to watch is I don't consume through the TV. Either because I want to watch it at a time that's convenient for me and I watch it on the catch-up service, or it's just not things that the television is doing. It's easier to watch it on Netflix. I can watch it whenever, even if it's finished its run and all of that sort of stuff. Obviously, there are still really good shows out there that are being produced. There's the War and Peace adaptation. I know this is way off sci-fi now, which I haven't seen yet, but has got very good reviews. Wolf Hall, which was excellent as well, but less and less so. So another shout out for a radio program which I've thoroughly enjoyed, called Two Man Bay. on Radio 4. I think it's available for free as a podcast to download it. Sort of loosely based on the Seljuk dynasty, and really gripping listening. I don't know, it just got me thinking about changing habits for television. Obviously in the UK we have the BBC, which to some extent I have an attachment to, but that's more for the radio. I like listening to the radio rather than television. But anyway, partly thank you to everyone, because I've now got my next few commutes filled up with things to watch anyway. It's amazing how many good sci-fi shows are out there, how much variety there is, but also how much there is in the genre that people can enjoy. Things to make you, question what's going on, moral lessons, things just to make you happy. Fundamentally, though, all about people in different situations. That's when it seems to work the best. Anyway, I've been Landon Cole. Kate, the croissant goes over to you for a new topic tomorrow.